In this video, we're going to demonstrate how to do a network diagram and calculate the critical path for a project. As you can see, this project has 4 activities, A, B, C, and X. And those don't mean anything. They could be things like design, implement, test, but I'm just using A, B, C, and X to count as generic activities. And as you can see, these activities may have predecessors, which is activities that have to come before that activity, and they each have a duration. So let's construct the network diagram. The first activity is A. So we're going to put activity A here. Activity A has 2 activities that follow it. They are B and C. So we're going to put those here to the right of A, and we're going to connect them with connectors here, so we can just indicate that one comes before the other. B and C are both predecessors to X, and we're going to put activity X there, and again use lines to indicate that there is a connection here. So for this very simple four activity project, we've created the network diagram. A comes before B and C come before X. With the network diagram, now we can calculate the critical path. So there are really 2 paths through this network. The first path through this network is going to be A, B, and X. And that has a duration of 2 plus 1 plus 3 is equal to 6 weeks total. So let's just open this up here. Okay, so that's one path through the network. The next path through the network is going to be A, C, X, and that's equal to 2 for A plus 2 for C plus 3 for X is equal to 7 weeks. Now what that means, having calculated that, I guess the answer is so what? Well, let's talk about what that means. First of all, the longest path through the network is the critical path. And so this is the critical path, because 7 weeks is longer than 6 weeks. But what does that mean? That means that those are the tasks that determine how long the project's going to take. And if, let's say that we cut B back to, instead of being 1 week, it was half a week, it wouldn't matter, because we still, we could get B done instantaneously, but still C is going to take 2 weeks, and we're waiting on C to get things done. However, imagine that B stretched to 3 weeks. Then A, B, X would be 8 weeks long, and that would now be our critical path. Now, the critical path is really important because the critical path is where the risk is. If we can't, if we can't do the project, if anything on the critical path slips, then the project will take longer than we had intended. Now, in this case, there's only one critical path, but imagine that B was 2 weeks long. Then we would actually have 2 critical paths.